bought the dream truck last weekend, the one he talked about for years. Posted pictures grinning ear to ear, like a kid changing gears. I hit like and kept on scrolling, then caught myself halfway through, thinking about all the things I've wanted and never followed through. Not because I couldn't chase them, not because they cost too much. Sometimes life just gets crowded and you slowly lose touch. Funny how someday starts tomorrow, then tomorrow starts next year. Then one day you're staring at old plans, wondering how they got here. One goal put off, 1 year runs off. What are you waiting for? That keeps on waiting to, what keeps getting pushed down the line? Big dreams, good reasons, still stealing your time. Everybody's got a someday list tucked away somewhere inside. What are you waiting for that keeps on waiting too? And why? I found an old guitar in storage, covered up in dust and strings. Used to play until my fingers hurt, back when music meant everything. Sat there trying to remember chords, laughing when I got them wrong. But after 20 minutes something happened, I forgot to watch the clock. That's the thing about things you love, they don't always disappear. Sometimes they just sit there quietly, waiting for you to reappear. And maybe not every dream survives exactly how it started out, but some are worth dusting off again before they fade completely out. The whole spark still there, one chance, take care. What are you waiting for that keeps on waiting to, what keeps slipping through your hands? Fast weeks, full schedules, half-finished plans. Yeah, maybe perfect timing's fiction, maybe now is good enough. What are you waiting for that keeps on waiting to, when life moves this much? One step, start small, one call, that's all. Try once, see where the road goes there. What are you waiting for that keeps on waiting to? Maybe that's the question now, not someday, not when, but somehow. Yeah, tomorrow's always making promises, today's the one that's true. What are you waiting for that keeps on waiting too? Maybe it's waiting for you. Old strings, new song, still here, all alone. Spent 30 minutes looking for my keys this morning, running late before the day began. Coffee spilled across the counter, nothing going how I planned. Then traffic stopped for 20 minutes, turned a short drive into two. Funny how some mornings feel determined to get the best of you. By lunchtime I was already drained, snapping at things that didn't matter much. One email felt like a personal attack, one problem felt like too much. It's crazy how stress stacks quietly till every little thing feels huge. And suddenly you're carrying emotions that don't belong to the moment you're in. Bad start, long day, small sparks find a way. Have you ever been tired of things that aren't even happening? Fighting battles inside your head. Worst case scenes, what ifs and maybes, keeping you up in bed. Yeah, half the things I spend time worrying about never come true at all. Have you ever been tired of things that aren't even happening? Still feel the weight of them all. Stopped by the store after work tonight, forgot what I even came to buy. Standing in the middle of the aisle, watching people pass me by. Everybody looked like they had somewhere important they needed to be. Meanwhile, I was trying to remember what was wrong with me. Then I caught myself and started laughing, 'cause nothing was wrong at all. Just another day of overthinking, making shadows look tall. Funny how perspective changes quickly when you finally step outside of the stories you've been telling yourself the whole ride. Deep breath, slow down, step back, look around. Have you ever been tired of things that aren't even happening? Borrowing trouble from the mob, rush sky. Good days get buried under reasons why. Yeah, maybe peace ain't finding answers, maybe peace is letting questions sit. Have you ever been tired of things that aren't even happening, and finally gotten tired of it? One thought turns 10, one fear starts again. Let go, don't chase, give your mind some space. Have you ever been tired of things that aren't even happening? Maybe that's the lesson here. Not every storm needs shelter, not every worry deserves fear. That tomorrow's gonna bring its own problems without me inventing new ones too. Have you ever been tired of things that aren't even happening? Maybe tonight I'm through. Quiet house, dim light, clear mind. Good night. My credit card got declined today. Nothing major, just caught me off guard. Had enough money in another account, still felt like a punch that hit hard. Funny how one little moment can make you question everything. Like somehow all the progress vanished because of one small thing. I laughed it off in front of everybody, made a joke and paid another way. But driving home I kept replaying it long after the awkwardness faded. Not really about the payment, not really about the bill, just tired of feeling like I'm chasing a finish line standing still. One bump, one bruise, small things shift views. Why does one bad moment outweigh 10 good ones? Why does the mind work that way? Good weeks, strong steps, gone with one mistake. Yeah, I could list 100 victories, still focus on one flaw instead. Why does one bad moment outweigh 10 good ones? Inside my head, I called my brother late that evening, told him what was bothering me. He started laughing before I finished, said, man, that's happened to me. Then he told me about a presentation where he froze halfway through, thought his career was finished afterward. Nobody else remembered it but him too. That's the thing about embarrassment, it feels huge when it's your own. Everybody's fighting private battles, everybody's carrying unknowns. Most people aren't keeping scorecards of every slip up that we make. They're too busy worrying about theirs to track our mistakes. Hold fears, speak loud, small doubts draw crowds. Why does one bad moment outweigh 10 good ones? Why do we let it steal the day? One miss, one trip, then confidence drifts away. Yeah, maybe perspective's something we have to practice every night. Why does one bad moment outweigh 10 good ones when the math ain't right? One slip, not all. One crack, won't fall. Stand back, see clear, don't let it steal. Why does one bad moment outweigh 10 good ones? Maybe that's the wrong thing to do. Good friends, hard work, still count as truth. Yeah, tomorrow I'll probably overthink something, same as I've always done. Why does one bad moment outweigh 10 good ones? Maybe it doesn't have to, not this one. Late drive, street lights, one thought, good night. Gym membership in January. Swore this year was gonna be different somehow. Meal plans, goals, motivational quotes, had it all mapped out. 3 weeks in, I was waking early, feeling like I finally found my groove. And one missed day became a missed week, and the excuses started moving in. Funny how falling off feels instant, even when climbing took months to build. One bad stretch and you start talking like all your effort got killed. I know that's not how progress works, still that's how it feels sometimes. Like you're back at square one again, watching momentum die. One slip, 1 week, old habits start to speak. Why do we judge ourselves harder than anybody else? Why do we talk that way inside? Good people, bad days, still taking it in stride. Yeah, I'd never say to a friend half the things I say to me. Why do we judge ourselves harder than anybody else and call it honesty? I saw a picture from last summer, compared it to one I took today. Spent 10 minutes looking for flaws instead of noticing change. That's the trap I walked into often, always measuring what's left to go, never stopping long enough to notice how far I've already come down the road. Later on, I met my cousin for coffee, told him I felt stuck again. He laughed and said, "You've said that yearly since we were kids, my friend." Then he started listing things I'd done that I'd already forgotten somehow. Funny how other people see growth before you allow it yourself. Less shame, more grace, long roads take place. Why do we judge ourselves harder than anybody else? Why is kindness hard to keep strong from self-doubt running underneath? Yeah, maybe discipline ain't punishment. Maybe that's where I've been wrong. Why do we judge ourselves harder than anybody else for so long? Fall back, stand up, miss once, don't quit. One day goes bad, don't let it stay. Why do we judge ourselves harder than anybody else? Maybe that's the thing to change. Not the goal, not the dream, just the voice inside my brain. Yeah, tomorrow I'll still make mistakes, same as everybody does. Why do we judge ourselves harder than anybody else? Maybe we've done enough. Deep breath, move forward, one step still counts. Spend an hour reading apartment listings, places I probably can't afford. Looking at kitchens, looking at backyards, looking for something more. Not because I hate where I'm living, not because things are that bad. Just tired of feeling like my whole life's packed in a couple bags. Everybody says be grateful, and honestly I think I am. But gratitude and frustration can't exist in the same man. Funny how wanting something better don't mean you're blind to what you've got. It just means some part of you still believes in taking another shot. Same walls, same view, big hopes pull through. Is it wrong to want more than what you've got? Is it wrong to still want something new? Good life, good people, still room to improve. Yeah, I spend half my time counting blessings, the other half making plans. Is it wrong to want more than what you've got? Or is that just being human? My buddy called from a job he hated, said he'd been there 10 years now. Kept waiting for the right moment to finally figure a way out. Then he laughed and said maybe someday just turns into never man. And that line stayed riding beside me long after we hung up again. 'Cause I got things I keep postponing, trips I say I'll take someday, projects sitting in notebooks, collecting dust while years escape. Not because I don't care about them, not because a dream ain't real. Sometimes comfort gets convincing, even when it stops you still. One chance runs by, one dream, that's why. Is it wrong to want more than what you got? Is it wrong to reach a little higher? Safe roads, warm homes, still carrying desire. Yeah, maybe contentment and ambition aren't enemies after all. Is it wrong to want more than what you've got? Or is that what keeps us moving? Stand still, move on. Both choices come with cost. One life runs fast, don't spend it looking lost. Is it wrong to want more than what you got? Maybe that's the wrong thing to feel. Not wanting, but waiting another year after year. Yeah, tomorrow won't hand out permission, nobody's coming to approve. Is it wrong to want more than what you've got? Maybe that's what pushes you through. Late night, new tabs, big dreams, still have 'em.